Hang on, the king is thinking. I had some stacked tacos last night. I'm in the office right now. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, these things, they're they don't last long. One of these like Father's Day type gifts, you know, like does everything. You know, like a flashlight and a air pump and a plug-in station. It's garbage. Take the battery out? No. You know why? Batteries are going for less than scrap right now. So I was reading somewhere, can't remember where, but yeah, this thing is pretty worn out. Time for another clipper, I guess. As soon as I find one. They're expensive at Home Depot for a decent actual wire snipper instead of a tin snips. Look to be spending about $40 for a tool that, well, in the right hands would be much more productive, but in my hands it will just simply get lost. So you just work with what you got and be happy that way. Which I am, actually. I'm happier that way. Yeah, so I was reading somewhere. So actually, batteries used to be worth more than scrap, but that hasn't been the case for quite some time now. Anyway, what was I reading? Reading somewhere. Now this is large enough not to get lost, really. Now I was reading somewhere that having a successful YouTube channel, you need to be morally upright. So that would mean this channel can't have any more weaponizing the dishwashers. Oh my God. That scrap guy is cheating the scrapyard. Yeah, every time you go over the scale lady, or, you know, it's usually a female. It could be a guy. Anyway, they can punch in the code there for the scale, and they can adjust your weight right just like that. No arguments, no nothing. No arguing with the customer, me. No need to print out a deduction on your scale ticket. They just so add or subtract weight as desired, as wanted. So say you dump off a bunch of plastic or something like that, and then they see that and they don't want to challenge you or argue with you. They just get on the radio and they talk to the person working the scale, and then they say 100 pounds garbage. How do I know? bought like this radio, Citizen Band radio, tune into their frequency. I listened to all the chatter there. Well, that is probably all aluminum. So, yeah, so I found out that way. No wondering. No more mysteries. Just listen to the employees on their radio. I scratched this one right here, and that might actually be copper. Like a half and half type of deal. This one right here is aluminum. Some of them are half and half. Most of them, though, now are all aluminum. So, not even worth taking out of the microwave. Most of the time, I thought this thing was aluminum because of the thickness and like just the way it feels. But that weird tinny sound it has, it sounds like steel. They got a magnet that's attached with a little rope there, so you can't lose it, and other scrappers walking past your truck can't just like snag it when you're not looking. Yep. At first I thought it was aluminum though, like cast aluminum, but nope. It would be nice. The thing in my house, I've got these kind of valves for the washer, and a couple of them don't work at all. Well, actually, the hot water one works. That's the one that actually costs money because, it costs energy to heat the water instead of washing the clothes on cold, which would be a lot cheaper. But you open up the cold spigot and almost no water comes out, just a trickle. So I guess maybe these things get clogged up or something. I have no idea. This I found on a water heater. It's kind of an unusual setup though for a water heater. Usually this valve is just placed right here. Oh, I hear somebody on the tractor. One of the other tenants is using the landlord's bulldozer. How about that? They won't let me use it. You know what? I think I'm better off, because if it breaks when I'm using it, I would end up getting blamed. When the landlord originally bought it, like 5 or 6 years ago, I made a video called Game Changer, and they let me use it actually for a little while, and then they decided, nope, just like everything else in life, nope. What are you gonna do, right? Why we're going to cheat the scrapyard. That's what we're going to do. People actually watching my channel get incensed about that. That's the reason why scrap prices are low. No, it isn't. No. No, not at all. You think a little rinky-dinky amount of tidbits is going to... No. Not even. Look, just like on Mr. Scrappity's channel, I see little patches of green grass just a few days before Christmas. I commented, but I don't think he ever commented back. I'm ignored. Oh, that's a chunk of ice. Look at that. So, I've got quite a few UK watchers, and just from watching videos, I've never been there. I'd love to go there, but I've never been there myself. Just from watching YouTube videos of people that live there, you don't see ice like that in their videos very often. It is definitely... I have the weather app, and I'm always looking at it, and England, Ireland, Wales, the UK, very definitely, very often, much warmer than here. I know a lot of people are saying, who cares? I don't know, it's just a silly observation. The one thing about winter I like is there's no bugs, or very little. There's definitely no mosquitoes. If you get like a warm spot somewhere, you know, like outside, you know, like the paint, well, this is yellow, so it's not as warm as like a darker colored car. You'll have like maybe a fly like land on the warm spot, like it's warming itself up or something. But you know, if it stays like above 50 degrees for like 3 or 4 days straight, you'll get those little no-see-em bugs, those little gnats. Like you get like swarms of them like above your head, flying around. I'm sorry, am I boring you guys? I kind of think I am. Let's go on to another topic then. List of 10 most depressed countries. Wow, King, you're very uplifting. I think one of the top 10 was Lithuania. Yeah, it kind of figures because the neighborhood I grew up in Chicago was right by a place called Lithuanian Plaza over on like 65th and near Western Avenue. And yeah, there's a lot of Lithuanians there, and man, a lot of them had that Soviet Union type of like, you know, scurry about, sort of like depressed look on their face. like oppressed peoples. Let's see, other countries with sizable amounts of a depressed population would be Iran. That kind of figures. Bahrain. I think that's like number 7 or something like that. Spain and Portugal coming in there like near the top. Kind of surprising. Anyway, out of the top 10, I think Greece was like number 1 or near the number 1 spot. This cord stuff is like, I need a way better clipper than this. So I'm going to cut through that. This will cut through wire way before it will cut through this cord. Okay, so wasn't that uplifting? Yeah, wasn't that uplifting? Yeah. Whether kind of silly stories can I entice everybody with? And we can always go on the subject of EVs, right? How like rabid people get when it comes to like supporting them. It's like it's a very polarized type of thing. A lot of people are like, let's embrace the future. Well, why is that the future? It'll never work. No, really. So the only way they're going to get that to work because of the scarcity of materials and other reasons is if we end up going to a subscription-based society where you have a wire is stuck. You have a subscription to drive or lease an automobile, and it's like kind of shared with a whole bunch of other people. It's actually for more control over us pets, because we don't need all these shovels, do we? That's what we're told we're moving towards anyway. Like we're a bunch of pets that need to be controlled. Cared for and looked after. And hey, there's a lot of people. This is a weird lamp. What the heck is it supposed to be? Bizarre. That's where we're headed. We're headed to a subscription-based society. World, or whatever you want to call it. And there's a lot of people that are claiming they can't wait for the future. It's going to be exciting. Really? So, your subscription-based society and economy would be probably based on a social and economic credit score. Like if you don't pay your bills, you're going to have a really, 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 really hard time. And if you're not towing the political, social line, whatever that might be at the moment, you're going to get a lower score. As everything is, you're going to be watched. Because they're having, like those flock security cameras. They're everywhere. They're like, I go to bed at night, I wake up the next morning, and there's more. I'm not joking. There's more. Every day there's more. So you combine those cameras, they're LPRs, license plate readers, or whatever. And, you know, with AI, they can track your every move. Your every move. From the time you leave your neighborhood to where you go. I know, if you have a cell phone, it pings towers and it's tracking you. Well, no. These things are actually tracking you physically. It's like one step beyond a cell phone. It's got photographic evidence. And with the cell phone tracking you, you do have the option of leaving it at home. Right? Or buying a burner phone, so to speak, or whatever. That could track you too, but you're more or less anonymous. Feels like it's getting heavier. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, social credit and an actual social score. So, like, if you don't return your trolley or shopping cart back to the corral, you're going to get points dinged. The reason why I really don't like something like that is because I would have a social score of about 0. I suppose if it gets low enough, they might even actually threaten you with jail or prison time to correct you. Bad pet. You've been a very naughty pet. Well, I'm countering my own argument by I'm making YouTube videos and I'm showing the world what I'm doing. But see, once again, that's my choice. Okay. I'm choosing to do that. I also choose what to show and what not to show. Right? I don't know, it's the king flexing his thoughts for the moment. Get it done quicker, king! I move slowly. I'm happier that way. Actually, I'm not. I've always moved kind of slowly, like a sloth, you know? Not really too quick. This plastic is like really brittle. He says it's really brittle, and then I said, this impeller or whatever you might want to call it, challenge accepted. Shut up. There you go. I got your challenge accepted. Right there. You're hitting it like a girl. Well, how does a girl hit something? King, you're hitting that like a girl. Well, that's got some wire on there. I need to cut that off of there. My other eternal question on this channel, often asked, why does it seem like there's so many Canadian YouTube channels when it comes to scrapping? I mean, for the size of the population, it's disproportionate. You know what I mean? Like, I could barely even count on one hand how many California scrappers there are, but there's like a gazillion Canadian type scrappers. Why is that? You would figure it's really cold there. Nobody wants to go outside. That's not the case. See, now I'm going to take this plastic and I'm going to bring it to the scrapyard and see. I've been told that the algorithm doesn't like that. Okay, because YouTube and other social media platforms like something with high moral turpitude. How could you challenge me of that not being moral? I'm recycling. Isn't that what this is about? Where did I put that clipper that I was using that I was like making fun of that's not working? See what I mean? I misplaced those items so easily. There it is. Not that they're working really good. I have another pair somewhere that work fairly well. And I put them down somewhere. I haven't found them. Not going to look for them. Because if I set that out as a goal, look for everything that I haven't found, I don't think I'd accomplish very much. Not that I'm really accomplishing a lot here. So maybe a video like this is good for my algorithm, however you say that, because it's a little like micro scrapping, right? I'm just picking something apart and yapping everybody's ear off. I don't know, there was some other topic too that I wanted to chat about. Maybe we'll do that in a future video. Always find some some silliness to wax on endlessly. I was looking at YouTube analytics on my channel, and I actually have subscribers in the country of Chad. Yet I don't have any subscribers from France. I got subscribers from Russia, and I have none from France. Anybody else that has a channel ever experienced the same thing, or hey, maybe the French are not up for this bullshit, okay? So, they're not into that. Oh, now what did I do with the drill? Ha!